Right, stream's up. Next one. Let's go. No. I have no idea how that just happened. Give me a sec. Welcome back, fam. Oh my god. I have 2 songs playing in my headphones. What a nightmare. I don't know if I can stop them. That is all right. I will just turn the volume down for now. And there we go. Turn the volume down for now. We'll get back to it. So, welcome back, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. It looks like crypto is pumping for the troops. Let's go. Ethereum moving up. We see Pepe hitting new all-time highs over the weekend. Bonk making some moves. Uniswap, Link, Turbo. I tweeted about Turbo just a few days ago. It's looking pretty good here. All right, thank God those songs ended. Oh, let's try that again, everybody. There we go. Welcome back.
Watch him speak now with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, chairman, he's the captain of the crew. Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do. Federal reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Share power, making paper every hour. Share power, he got that money power. Hater on his side, watch him rising the power. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower.
Played by popular request. You guys wanted to hear it, so I delivered. All right. That was there were some roadblocks there into the start of that stream opening, but nothing we can't handle. Welcome back, guys. Great to be back. We didn't stream Friday because we did the Ethereum watch party for the ETF, which to our knowledge was approved. It is not trading yet. Obviously, today is a holiday. We're not going to get any new markets opening. Traditional markets are closed, but crypto never sleeps, and that's why we're here. I want to thank each and every one of you. It looks like we got about 200 in the first minute of this live stream. Welcome, fam. The question I think that's on everyone's mind, is Ethereum going to keep moving? And we're going to look at the chart here in just a minute. We're going to jump to Ethereum next. Wanted to look at Bitcoin. So here is kind of the trajectory I have drawn out over the weekend. This does line up really well with something we looked at, I want to say, probably a week or 2 ago. So let's go back and check out that TA really quickly. Hiding this, moving it up. There it is. Nope. This one. There we go. We drew this out a while ago, and I have to admit, guys, I said, in a perfect world, this is probably what we would look for on a rally. But Bitcoin, not a fan of a perfect trading world. And we tend to see, I believe I put the short out saying we tend to see something like this with a liquidity sweep and then an impulsive, violent move to the upside. Sometimes I guess we do live in a perfect world because Bitcoin is just stair-stepping up, painting a beautiful, strong, bullish ascent. And here we are back to the high. So things are looking pretty good. May has maybe 4 days left. And it's going to be an interesting close into that monthly. We'll get into the longer time frames and such in a little bit here. We've got some other stuff to look at. We got some other stuff to look at first. So I was wrong. What do you guys think? Is that possible? Can I be wrong? I'm wrong all the time. Get out of here, fam. This is how I'm looking at it. Nope. I lost it. How did I lose that? Trading View, you never cease to disappoint. Never cease to disappoint me. All right, there it is. So this is my trajectory I'm basically looking at. Hoping for a retest of 71.3. I think it says 71.6 here, but 71.3. A break maybe to the low 80s, high 70s. And then if we're going to continue this perfect TA setup, looking for a back test of that high. Now, that could be anywhere from 74,000 all the way down to 71.3. So that does give us a pretty big room, but we need confirmation first, and that's going to be breaking the all-time high at 74K. So that's what I'm looking for here, and we very well may see this week. On the daily, Market Cipher B is looking very good here. Money flow making a very weak low and now looking to roll over into that positive territory. Momentum is priming for another move to the upside. Man, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. How are you feeling? What do you think? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? What do you think, Derek Merrill? Derek, what do you think? Coming off that bullish engulf on the week mid-May, we have seen continuation on the weekly time frames, each candle closing higher and higher, and we can kind of even just visualize here at that 71.3, that resistance. Last week tapped it, moved back down, but managed to hold on to its gains, and it looks like we're gearing up to do the same thing this week. Money flow looking all right. It's getting a little sketchy there. I want to consult quickly with 𝐓𝐫𝐞𝐞. Let's take a peek at signals and overlays. Beautiful. Been waiting for this for a while. Finally getting that green trend flip from purple to green and even the long signal. 𝐓𝐶 looking very fresh there. Now this candle is very new and so we can't take this signal yet. We have to wait for the weekly close, but it does look like almost any close above 68.5 is going to keep that signal locked and loaded and looking pretty good. Let's see, the corn. In an uptrend on the day, looking good for 𝐓𝐶. Shout out to them. Love 𝐓𝐶. They make the best indicators in the game. You can check them out on TradingView. They have hundreds of free indicators you can use. They also have premium ones. Use my link. You'll get a risk-free 1-month trial. You can try out 𝐓𝐶. That's right. Good stuff. Link in the video description below. And if you sign up with any of our partners, you'll get VIP access in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. So awesome. Awesome. We're going to take a peek at Ethereum. Ethereum breaking out. I tweeted this earlier. That's a breakout, boys. That's a breakout. Zooming back in time, May 23rd, this was the ETF watch party day. Last Thursday, we had some wild volatility, and this was the signal I was waiting for. Our high move. Let's zoom in. Our move high. Nice. Our high swing sat right here at 3.9K and even traded all the way down to 3.5 thousand. Now this was probably a no-brainer, at least for me. When you see a wick like that to the downside that gets bought up, you're probably moving higher. The market kept us in a little suspense over the weekend and the days following, trading sideways and now inching back up. Setting that higher high just 2 hours ago, Ethereum is looking very prime. Now, I would love to say new all-time highs tomorrow. Let's go. Probably not what we're going to see. But what I do think is very likely here is a full test of March's high. That could be very exciting. Any candle close, daily, weekly, etc., above 4.1 thousand is going to put Ethereum back into that beautiful, beautiful all-time high range all the way up here. Boom. 4,800. That is a very reasonable target, even though May is limited on how much time we have. 4,800, 4,900, a retest of that all-time high looks very, very good. Really pulled itself up here. We've been watching Ethereum against Bitcoin, and that's been kind of the bearish signal, keeping us, I don't want to say sidelined, but keeping us a little cautious on the approach for an Ethereum investment. And we can see last week, Ethereum found some strength against Bitcoin, closed a 20% weekly gain on that candle against Bitcoin. That put it right to essentially resistance at about 0.55 against Bitcoin. We did trade higher this week, and that is a good signal that we're going to be looking for continuation. As high as 0.6 into the end of the week, I think is very reasonable. However, trading below that 0.55 could put us back into the retesting previous resistance as support category. We saw that move up last week. Very little efficiency in that move, virtually straight up. And that may be calling for a little retest, a little test of that previous resistance as support. 0.54, 0.535. Holding these levels, man, Ethereum's going to be looking good. We placed this descending parallel channel a very long time ago, and we can kind of see some similar behaviors. Ethereum did break out of this channel in February, but could not hold the gains. Something tells me that that is likely not the case here. With the Ethereum ETF, whenever it begins trading, we're likely to see some very spicy price action, and I would say specifically against Bitcoin. The reason being is ETFs are a kind of a one-way on-ramp funnel directly into one asset. You're probably wondering, will this help my S coins? Will my memes go up? I think it's reasonable. Reasonable to think if Ethereum breaks all-time highs that memes, whatever coins on Ethereum, likely to follow suit and put in some serious highs, if not all-time highs themselves. So I think Ethereum is looking great. Really pulled itself up by its bootstraps, man. Look at all this red money flow going all the way back to August of last year. Virtually a year of money leaving this pair. Finally looking to come to an end here as that's rolling over. We have a higher low giving us that signal. Momentum is up. VWAP even looking to agree to that upside. That's looking very fresh. Very fresh. You know what I haven't done? I haven't tried 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝 on 𝐓BTC. Let's see. This could be interesting. Oh, caught the bottom. Son of a bee. Should have looked at this earlier. Man, back on May 20th, it gave us the long signal against Bitcoin. Has not given us the close position signal on the day yet. That is looking for more upside. Weekly still in that downtrend. Have to close it above 0.06, like I was saying earlier, and I think that will give us that final longer time frame big up signal. Nice. Just when everyone was getting bearish on Ethereum, it's pulling a switcheroo, reverse Uno card. I like it. Yeah. So upside targets 40.1 or 4.1 on Ethereum to match that March high. And if that breaks, if we get a close over 40.1, we're going right back to that all-time high. That's how I see it. Roughly 4,900. That could happen very quickly, and likely you see that break. Likely you see a new all-time high. Close above 4,100. Ethereum's looking awesome. Man, there's a lot to look at. But before I get too into a lot to look at, guys, I want to know what's up with you guys. I had a very interesting weekend. A lot of you aren't aware. If you're in the Discord, you probably caught wind of this. You can jump in there. But so you guys are familiar with the IFC and the Crypto Fight Club. We watched Ben Armstrong or BitBoy fight on it. I don't know how many months ago now, like 3 or 4 months ago. Nick Carter was the main event for this IFC fight in Austin on May 30th. And apparently his opponent broke their rib. So they were struggling to find someone that matched what they were looking for, and they offered your boy, Tom Crown, a crazy amount of money to go and do it. I declined it. Would you have declined it? If someone offered you, let's just make up a number, $50,000, would you go fight in the crypto fight arena thing? Maybe. Honestly, I'm not totally against the idea, but I have, at this point, it was like 2 days to even get ready mentally or even just get there. The other guy, Nick Carter, has been training. He looks like he's in great shape, looks like he's been putting in the time. I didn't think it was a great idea. Maybe in the future. You would. I know you would. Maybe next time. They said, even if you don't accept this, we really would love to see you do this. So, you know, invitation's open. Invitation is open to jump on there. So even if you criticize me for my decision there, maybe in the future I will. You'd fight Ben? It wasn't Ben, though. Was not Ben. Look up Nick Carter. The dude's clearly been training for a while. The singer? No, not the Backstreet Boy. Not the Backstreet Boy. He's a crypto guy, I guess. I had like vaguely heard his name before, but I also got him confused with the Backstreet Boy. And I had to look him up. Seems like a cool dude. I don't know. Next time, if I can choose a proxy, can I choose a champion? Can I choose a champion to fight for me? That'd be cool. I'll tag one of you guys in. On top of that, man, what else happened? Last night, my computer died while I was shooting a video with Altcoin Daily. Like, just straight out died. Shout out to Duck in the Discord who helped me with that, man. I was panicked. Like, I was freaking out, and we managed to get it fixed. Computer's still a little janky, but at least it's working. At least we're streaming live. That dude's like a fitness nut. Yeah, dude. JT, like, I understand. Like, I want to make fun of myself for not doing it because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of publicity. It probably would have been a good career move. But guys, I just started even like going back to the gym like 2 months ago. I have no boxing experience. There's no it's like boxing, or it's like UFC. It's like you can punch and kick. I think you can do takedowns, but there's no grappling. I had like 12 years of experience wrestling and judo. If there was grappling, I would have debated it. But going into a fight against someone who's been training for months, in great shape, me coming off the couch, tagging in, Yeah, man. Yeah, not for me. Not this time. I have teeth. Bite them. There is a no biting rule. There's no Tyson rule. We could have split it. All right, next time. Next time, bro. Bet. Computer's working. Fight Club. Yeah, dude, we would have hit 200K subscribers like overnight, probably. It would have been something. So like I said, in the future, probably. You didn't train. Exactly. I didn't want to, like, I don't know, die. Yeah. Die. Plus, I have no boxing experience, man. Like, I'm not someone who's going to throw hands with you. I'm just going to tackle you. I'm just going to take you right to the ground. That's where I'm comfortable. And if I can't do that, I don't know. But we're back, baby. If you could, guys, could you double check, make sure you've liked the stream. If you're not subscribed, please consider joining us on this channel. I try to give you unbiased, unhype, unfud, just charts, just logic, rationality. We try to remove the emotion here. We are the best channel for any new people in crypto. You might not understand what we're doing. You might not understand all the terminology all the time, but if you tune in, we're live here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we put out content every day. If you tune in regularly, you'll start to understand. You'll get the terminology. You'll learn. You'll level up. It's all free. That's the best part. If you're still learning, there is a beautiful, crafted, free trading course on our channel. There is no paid trading course. Everything's free here. You can check it out after the live. We have plenty of great lessons, high quality production. It's wonderful. It's wonderful stuff. Check them out. Pepe gonna bounce. Let's look at Pepe. So Pepe against Bitcoin. Who was here for that stream? If you were here for that stream, shout out to you. We were looking at this and we saw it break against Bitcoin. We've been talking about these pairs a lot lately. It's only going to get more intense. In a bull market, when everything is face melting up and you're making gains you've never even imagined you can make, the dollar value on the chart, this is going to sound counterintuitive, isn't really a good indicator of if you're winning. If you're doing well in the bull market, that's probably mind-blowing to some new people out there. But here's the problem. When we get into these parabolic runs, and right after this chart, I'll show you exactly when that's going to happen. But when we get into these face-melting rallies, everything is moving up. Everything maybe doubles in the course of a month or 2 months, maybe even a day, right? If everything is moving up quickly, how can you gauge if you're doing well? In reality, the goal is to beat Bitcoin's gain. It's not so much just to gain, it's to beat the gain of Bitcoin. Because when you enter these lower caps or these kind of unknown coins, you're taking on more risk. And to satisfy that risk to reward ratio in your head, you need to have bigger upside. These BTC pairs are the best tool to do that because they're showing you not just that it's going up, because everything's going up in this scenario, but it's showing you, is it outpacing Bitcoin? And if it's not, you're taking on extra risk and you're not getting that extra reward. So if you haven't checked these out, start looking at them. If you can't find them, you can make it yourself. Like on this chart, all I did, Pepe USD divided by BTC USD, that gives you Pepe BTC. I digress. Pepe broke its all-time high against Bitcoin, and we said this is very important. We have not seen many charts do this. I hate that it's Pepe. I wish it was my baby Litecoin. But I hate that's Pepe, but charts are charts, man. It broke its all-time high. We're not seeing other coins, at least at that time, doing it, and we struggled to find any other examples, actually, when we looked at this originally. Almost nothing has done this. But Pepe did it, and look at the result. Hopefully this is enough to show you the importance of these. It broke its all-time high, took a little dip back under, and it has rocketed out of that price range. Pepe is in price discovery against Bitcoin and against the dollar, and just doing our typical all-time high breaking analysis using our fib tool, connecting our previous all-time high to the lowest point in the bear market, that gives us our Fibonacci extensions way up here at prices we've never seen traded. Our 1618 extension, which is a very modest target for, say, peak bull run, sits at 518. Pepe currently at 237. So that implies, if it continues, we could see a 2x from Pepe against Bitcoin. That would solidify any concerns of, is it outpacing Bitcoin? Absolutely. Whenever these candles are green, it is. And whenever they're red, it's not. So this was a great early warning signal. This happened slightly before the all-time high for dollars was broken. Let's flip over there to the dollars for Pepe. We had so many good trades on this, man. That was beautiful. Perfect back test. Kind of pulling these concepts together. We used our fib extensions to target or to come up with targets to take profit to the upside. The same thing can be done on the dollar pairs. Now, we did it here in the past. Pepe's 1618. That's the same level, the same extension that we just looked at versus Bitcoin has just been hit. And if you follow me on Twitter, actually, I think it's on Twitter. Might have been in the Discord. I don't remember anymore. I took a little profit on Pepe and people were saying, why? What are you doing? Why now? Should I sell all my bag? And I said, dude, can't give you financial advice, but here's how I roll. When I get into a coin, and I got into Pepe back here, I don't know how I pull this off, guys. I barely degen, and somehow I always end up with these. I don't know. Luck. When I get into a coin, I'm looking for one thing specifically, and that's to get my principal out of the position so that I can allow that position to ride risk-free into the sunset. That's what we're seeing here on Pepe. So here is 100% of the logic for me for taking profit. We're at the 1618. Chat, where's the next time? Where is my next limit sell order? You know the answer. Right here at the 2 measured move. Pepe is about 100% move away. So about a 2x. That actually that lines up with the BTC pair as well. Interesting. About a 2x away from that measured move target, and that sits up here at 000034. This is where my next limit sell order is. However, kind of important part of this, if that hits, I won't have no Pepe. I'm not all out there, though that's not a terrible idea after those crazy gains. I'm not all out. At this point, I might have 50% or less of the initial Pepe that I started with, but I've taken my principal out probably 10x now with that last take profit. I am riding on a free bag. The cost basis for these coins is going to be negative. I can sell them at any price and still be in profit. It is a wonderful and powerful place to be as a trader, and I think everyone should be looking to set themselves up in this way. Trading can be very lazy, and in fact, I argue the best trading is done very lazily, meaning it's just a lot of sitting around waiting. It's not a lot of active short, long, this, that. Like you're just waiting for the market to come to you, and if the market doesn't come to you, you're not doing anything. Some of the best trades I've ever made have been done that way. All right, so Pepe, I think it is looking to make that move closer to the 0003 mark. Definitely could see some kind of pullback here, but man, it's in price discovery. It's never traded at these levels. There is no resistance. There is no stuck orders above price. At this point, the market is up to how much kind of FOMO it can generate, how high it can be pushed, and I think Pepe has more to go, man. This is very spicy. What's up, Satin Slayer, my guy? Can we look at near? You know what's funny is right before the live stream, because the computer was being weird, I closed a bunch of tabs, and near sat there, and I was like, should I close near? If I close it, I know someone's going to ask for it. It hasn't moved yet. I knew it was going to happen. We'll pull it up for you, my friend. Before we get into near, hold up one sec. Before we get into near, I got to shout out our other sponsor, MetaSignals.io. This is a project that I'm in on, 𝐓𝐫𝐞 is in on, and 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬 is in on, and it is great. I've been following these alerts. You guys know I'm skeptical at best of alerts. There is no free money in trading. There is no easy magic bullet money generator, but this tool is actually very useful. It can alert you to all kinds of charts and trades and timeframes. And then as analysts, we can go look at those signals and decide if that trade is right for us. So guys, go check out MetaSignals.io. They have a 14-day free trial. And if you're in our Discord, we actually just got this room going. I think it just powered up. Yes, indeed. If you are in our Discord, you will find at the top of our Crown Crypto area.
Day, Tom. Can you look at near?
Signals, baby.
More upside B4 down.
1 second, brother. You'll find free meta signals. They'll have a bunch of alerts piped in there, so great reason to join our Discord. Check them out. Links in the video description below. I appreciate you. All right. What was this? Satin Slayer. Can look at near. Yes. We got near pulled up here. Get into that analysis. Just a second. Hold up. Okay. All right. Who wants to see near? If you want to see near, I want you to go to the emojis here. And I want you to just smash these emojis. Just give me a few emoji smashes. We're testing these out to see if they do anything. If we can get everyone doing it, there you go. Keep it up, boys. Don't stop. It's all about stamina. It's all about clicking speed. I believe in you. I want to see if it actually does anything. Keep an eye on the concurrent viewers. See if it goes up if we keep smashing it. Near and render. Render is the other one that I was like, if I close this off to open it again, oh well. Let's take a look at Near. Take a look at the Near protocol. Near with a beautiful monthly candle, really not surprising to me. Even over the last 2 months, basically, where the market has traded sideways and down, there's been a few cryptos that really caught my eye, showing strength, kind of diverging from the rest of the market. Near is on that. Pepe is on that, obviously. Render is on that. Man, what are the other ones? There's more. I think Bonk is up there too. There's a few more. I can't remember. You guys remember which one I was saying? Solana? Solana, we'll look at Solana today, but not really in this category. So Near in the bullish engulf on the month with a close above $7.30. That's looking very likely. That's looking very likely. I need to add this to the chart though. Closing above $7.30 is going to be a beautiful monthly close, and that's going to suggest continuation all the way up to say $13, $14, back to these all-time high. There we go. I see the hearts coming in. I see them. Join me, fam. I wish I could click while I stream. Can't do two things. That's why I never chew gum, because I can't chew gum and stream. Anyway, up to that $13, $14 mark, I've been saying the same thing. It feels like for an eternity at this point. But this chart, dude, is bonkers. Look at these higher lows. This is on the daily. Look at these higher highs and higher lows. This is a beautiful bullish trend. It does not seem to want to give up an inch of what it's taken back here. We saw a nice market flush, stopped out a lot of longs, wrecked leveraged positions, baited in shorts, and it went right back up. We have been following this exact move for so long. We've had many a trade placed here from like 611, just targeting that $9 range, but I think it has more. This is starting to look a lot like an inverse head and shoulders. If we invert the chart here, we can say this is likely the head. This could be the right shoulder, left shoulder. Doesn't really matter. It's more of a structure thing, not a literal thing. And here we are after falling. Remember, it's inverted, so going up. But after falling below support, it's now consolidating, accumulating, really looking for that next move up. I think that trades can be made on Near right now with some very spicy risks to rewards, very spicy stops. Like, probably not the best idea, but as an example, if it's going to continue following this bullish trajectory, we would expect it not to trade back below 730. That does suggest, with price at like 790 right now, a trade could be made with a stop below that low. And man, pick your upside target. Conservatively, you can still get a 2.5 just to $9 to the 13, 14 area that we saw on the horizontals for the monthly on the historical chart just a minute ago. Lining up here. Oh, wow. I might have to redo this. I almost made an oopsie. I was like, look at that 2 measured move. Well, that fib needs to be updated. Hold up here. Boop. Dude, Fibonacci is just magic. It's freaking magic. Look at this. All right. So now that we have the correct low, we didn't update this chart. We have the correct low. A break of $9 would give us a suggested target of $14.25. That is right at those horizontals, man. This trade potentially could pay off all the way up there. I'll give you like over a 10-to-1 risk to reward. Remember to practice safe risk management. If you don't know what you're doing, do not use leverage. If you don't know what exchange to use, sign up with one in the video description below. That'll solve that for you. But I think Near looks beast. Pepe's about to rip, dude. Of course it is. It's ripping. It's currently ripping. It is already rip. Or do you mean RIP? That would be a spicy take. Near on market cipher B. Look at that little, just microscopic red money flow. Bears in control for like a fleeting second. Money flow pulling back up here, making that higher high. This chart's beautiful, man. Sometimes charts are just beautiful. Look at it. You zoom out to the week and you see the V. Look at this V. V-shaped recovery after after this move up, a V-shaped recovery. Whew. Whoa. For transparency, I don't even know if I own near. Should I? Probably, but I don't know. I have no idea. If I do, it's a very small amount. I'm not just saying this because I own it. I'm saying it because this is what we do on this channel. Logic, chart, that's it. This chart looks beautiful. Even the best charts can disappoint us. But man, this one, if you're talking probabilities, this one looks great. Great. You say, bonk, yeah. Go to bonk. To the bonk. Pepe's chilling. Bonk is one I did not take down. So bonk, also incredible. On that list. Near, bonk, render. We'll look at render next. Awesome chart, dude. Awesome chart. If you look at just this area, you have that same V-shape setup as near. You have the kind of breakdown. This one may be a little bit different, but you have the breakdown, the stop, the liquidity pool run, whatever, draw, whatever you want to call it. Price right back to that equilibrium, moved higher. Now we are potentially looking to close the highest daily candle on bonk ever. The last highest was 37.7, currently at 38.9. Of course, the all-time high sits a little bit higher here. Bonk will have to see another 20-ish%. Man, another 20-ish% to an all-time high. But I don't know. I don't know why I would bet against this. Of course, you're a little late to the party today. If you're looking to grab a long or position, a little bit late to the party, unfortunately. You might, maybe, you get a shot down here at some point. But I don't know, man. I'm getting vibes that this whole market is about to make a face-melting giga rip. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but something's there. We'll pull again, kind of full circle. Looking at bonk, we were using the Fibonacci extension for render, for Pepe, etc. Here we are, an example that's at a different point in maturity. Bonk broke its all-time high in November. It moved up to where? Exactly the 1618. You can almost even say the initial touch was there. Tested it again into a higher low, and now is testing it again, painting out a nice flat top. We got another. It's a rain alert. Right at the 1618. Close a higher daily candle. Break the all-time high. And we look immediately to that measured move target. It is currently at 39. That measured move target all the way up at 135. That's like a 3 or 4x. There's potentially some massive gains there. This is just what we do. This is how we do it. Of course, this is also valid. We can look at our more local Fibonacci extensions. And would you look at that? Would you look at that confluence? Measured move, our two almost identical values. This is by all means where I would look to take profit if bonk sees another rip. That's a great target. Wonderful target. Hope do you guys have bonk? I should have made it like a poll. Like, do you have bonk or do you have Pepe or whatever? Are you rooting for it? We did look at Ethereum. Okay, good. Bonk. Render. Let's pull up render. We also have some other things moving today. 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞's up. I know a few of you have come in here and requested 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞 many a time. Many a time. Let's take a peek. 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞 or render first. What do you think? Ooh, Chris Pax, my guy. Chris Pax. What a good dude. Chris Pax is a fellow Doge lover. Where are you, buddy? C-Whiff pump this week? I know it, Stuart. I got an alert. We can get that too. Oh, did I see some names? I see Queen's Chick, Matthew Schmid. What's up, guy? Pickle Tillin. Where is Mr. Pax? Is he just lurking and gifting memberships? There he is. My guy. Mr. Pax. Let me show your channel. Mr. Pax also streams. You can check him out on YouTube. He's a Doge lover like myself. Go give him a follow. Watch some of his content. Good dude. Appreciate you, my friend. 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞 or render? You're loving 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞, dude. I bought a little bit of 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. If you're in the Discord, you might have gotten that. A little bit of 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. I don't even know where. It doesn't even matter. Saw that set up and it was like right around here. I was like, this is going up. Jasmine broke a new high. Ponky, yeah. Doing real good. Nice, Evil. Well done. Ponky I also got an alert for. Let's zoom out here on the 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. Nice bullish engulf above 2.17 cents this month. Looking to the upside. Pretty obvious resistance sits just about a 50% move away. 3.5 cents on the 𝐂𝐨𝐿. During this fall from $1, wow, it went from $1 to 0.0028 cents. Holy crap, that's a nuke. During this fall, there's only 2 identifiable points of efficiency. Arguably 3, but I'll stick with 2. One is up here, 12 to 16 cents from the initial fall. There was a fake out rally, basically trapping buyers, trapping longs, and those longs are what we see as price returns as resistance. So we're not quite there yet. We have one more right here. Right here. 3.5 cents from this monthly order block that sent price lower. Now these monthly candles are looking pretty good. Broke into our point or zone of resistance, pulled back roughly to the bottom of it, and now potentially closing a bullish engulf candle. If we get that in May over the next week, 3.5 cents is a great target. You break through that. We've seen many charts do this over the last year. Pump through, you'd be looking all the way to 12 cents, which is like a 6x, not bad. Great profit taking targets. And the good news is above that, there's really nothing. Now, I don't know if 𝐂𝐿 will ever actually trade at $1 again. I don't know the tokenomics. I just see the chart, right? If they 10x their circulating coin supply since then, probably not going to make it there. But provided there's no shenanigans going on, this chart does look very good up to that 12-cent target, 16 cent target. I mean, I would say likely, end of year, but like probably before then. Looking pretty good. Our order block up here at the 618 retracement. These are good targets, man. I like this setup. I think 𝐂𝐿 is looking good. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, dude. Wow. Look at that. Just rounding up. Dang. What do you guys think? 𝐂𝐿, is it going to hit 3.5 cents? Let's just say in May. You think in May it can make it? I don't think that's a bad bet. Crypto Stevo says pamp the pamp it, but not 𝐂𝐿. Never mind, man. Love Ondo. We can pull Ondo up. Let's see. I don't want to keep machine gunning charts. I get burnt out. My analysis quality goes down, so I'm trying to pace myself, kind of buffer in between charts here. I'll update you guys on some of these live trades that I've shared with you. Hindsight makes things look good. That long from 58K did not feel good, but it has played out. I shared with you guys I was going to take a small short at 71.2. You can see I did put my money where my mouth is. I got to kind of jank this up. There it is. Very tiny kind of counter position, still in profit, but not looking great. I did re-add back to the long at 688. Where are we at now? 70.2. Right here. Nice. Looking good. At this point, I'm not sure where I want to stop that short position if we see a breakout to new all-time highs. However, I did this very specifically. Even if I don't put a stop loss, there's really very little potential damage that can be done. I am net long by 0.09 Bitcoin. So the upside isn't really what I'm afraid of. The downside is much more punishing to me, even if I have this head short open. That will really only reduce the damage that I take. Now, to counteract that, you'll see my stop losses placed here. If price does move down and we see a rejection from our all-time high, and we go into a crazy bear market into the summer, those will get stopped out and I'll be net short by the bottom. So this trading plan was made far in advance, like the best trades are. And now I'm just waiting for it to play out. I'm just not going to mess with it. I like where my positioning is. I like my sizing. It's not huge. I don't need to make a huge amount on this move. But yeah, things are looking really, really solid there for that setup. I hope you guys are in good positions as well. High is killing the game, Lars. I don't know if we've ever looked at high. 𝐓𝐫𝐞𝐞, Godfather. We looked at 𝐓𝐶𝐞 last stream, and we hadn't looked at it in months. Did we get an alert? Link? We'll go to Link next. VeChain is about to beast. Okay. Lappin, yep. We'll go to Link next. So we've done Ethereum, Pepe, Bitcoin, Bonk. Oh, we didn't even look at Brett yet. Near. We haven't looked at Render. Let me organize these. We looked at 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. Organizing. There we go. We haven't even looked at Turbo. Yeah, looked at Turbo, man. We'll look at Turbo then. Crazy upside targets. Clickbait worthy upside targets. Yeah, we got to go to Link. Link is ridiculous. I won't lie. Link had me in the first half, man. Coming up to $17 and moving back down. I was a little skeptical that I was going to be able to continue the rally. But it said, F you, Tom. Don't be bearish. You're at your best when you're bullish. And apparently so. Now at 1860. Opened the day at 1691. Ooh, wow. I guess we got a short there that got riggedy wrecked. Oh, wait, no. Did it not get wrecked yet? Didn't get wrecked yet, but it's almost certainly going to. Almost certainly going to. Let's go a little bit farther out. After a beautiful move here on lower time frames, Link crawled up to 17, rejected into a higher low, pulled back above 17. Beautiful little tap, now higher highs. Link is looking for that next upside resistance, man. Literally pumping while we're live here. That's rare. Literally pumping while we're live. Taking a little breather on the 5-minute. But that's just fine. Let's take a peek at what we might look for as the next upside resistance. And it gets good. There's some goodies to share here. On Link's chart, the things that stand out to me. Our efficiency, or really our only resistance until we get back to these highs, has been broken, thoroughly tested, and now is looking to reclaim that as support on a strong close this month. So it's actually not less of a surprise now to me that Link is pumping looking at these monthlies. We have created a local resistance from our rejection back in March. I think that's a great target for the end of May. 1927. The open of March, looking very probable here. Very, very probable into May, which is only a few days left. Now, if we get a close above 1927, above that new local monthly resistance, that will confirm that not only support has been held, but resistance has been broken. And when that happens, charts get very easy. We look to the upside. Where's the next point that buyers are likely trapped and will look to get out of that position if price returns there? Right up here, baby. $27.50 to $30 would be the logical upside. All Link needs to do is close a little bit higher on the month in the next 4 days and 7 hours. And it could see a very, very strong move to the upside. There's no guarantee that price will stop there. You may even see it move back to 38. Back to its highest monthly resistance. Many charts are doing this currently. Link's looking hella spicy. Not going to lie. I'm going to set another alert at 1927, 1930. If that breaks, things are going to get hella spicy for Link. Yeah, dude, this is like, I think this is going to happen like today. It kind of looks like it's going to hit it today, doesn't it? While the traditional markets are sleeping, Link making some sneaky Link moves. Good stuff. Check Turbo. I can check Turbo, Fabio. I can check Turbo for you, my friend. But I also can shout out Greg Orr. What's up, brother? Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you joining. I'm sorry, Quinchick. I didn't see that you gifted a membership. You don't need to do that, darling. I appreciate you, though. David 𝐂𝐨𝐿𝐷 subscribed as well. Sorry if I butchered your name. 𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐷. What's up, bro? Umair Ahmed, Mohammed Asim Mihar, Dave Hoving subscribed during the live. Afrain Castellano, Tax DIY something. And probably more. It doesn't always tell me them. But if you're out there and you haven't subscribed, get your chance. Get your name up on the stream. Let me shout you out. Join our fam. It's free. It's all free. I don't know how many subscribers we've got, but probably not that many today. 707. Only 50 subscribers today. We can do better than that, fam. We can do better than that. We have a lot of great people here in the chat live, like Juice, Bud Monster 420, A7, 𝐓𝐫𝐞𝐞, Bastion, Ubiquitous, BitBud, CJ, Coins Chick still here. Hey, darling. Cryptoholic Love, D Godfather, Derek Merrill. I see you. Gabriel Hansen, GT Nuts, IP, Bo McIntyre. Subscribing while I say it. Well done. Well done. Be like Bo. IP, who else is here? 𝐓𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵, Phobia, Inti Jazzy, Johan Mobile, Crunk C, Lars Larson, my favorite wizard. Loading name, Matthew Schmid, the captain. How you doing, Captain? Japernicus. There you are, brother. Mighty NA1, Nazar Tereshkovich. There's some hard last names today, guys. Forgive me. Forgive me for butchering them. I'm going to butcher more. Neil Bodel, Patrick McGoon, Peckham, Crypto Gaming, and P2E, Aris Miller. 747. How you doing, Aris Miller? Soft Taco, Swab Beefin 1, Pickle, Tillin, Trodis, Visharts, Wine Drinker, 0 Fs, Zolt Anagi, 93. What's up, fam? How y'all doing on this Memorial Day where crypto is pumping for the troops? Jason Westfall, what's up, bro? I see you. Nibat Ali Al-Bachu. Welcome to the fam. If you're new, you should definitely join Discord. You're going to find a lot of educational content, 24/7 crypto chat in there, a lot of value. Everything is free here, guys. Everything is free. Discord's free. Trading course is free. Check them out. Do I own any HBAR? I got a little bit of HBAR. Yeah, I got a little bit. Link looking just stinky linky, man. Ooh, this is looking to rip. We'll go to Render next. We'll go to Render. Render losing a little bit here against Bitcoin on this pair. I was really looking for a bounce. We did get it, but it did not quite make it there. However, Render against Bitcoin still very much in the healthy zone, continuing the higher lows. This is one of the first lower highs. Not ideal, but has a lot of room to the downside. A lot of room to the downside against BTC to still be in great condition. So I'm not worried about that yet. Let's go over to the dollar pair. A reason I keep closing Render is because it just has not moved against the dollar. That's okay. It also has not lost ground. So still looking fine. On the week, we saw a beautiful backtest of the previous all-time high on Render, holding into the weekly close, and we saw price kind of creep back up, reaching the 618 golden Fibonacci retracement. And now, man, just keeping us in suspense here. Let's zoom into the day. Zooming on into this daily. I still think Render is heading for 25, if not higher, if not even to this $50 range. It broke all-time high. It backtested it. It held its support. We look for higher targets. Who knows how long this could take, but I think it's moving there. On the day, lower high on RSI, but you have a lower high on price, so no divergence there to worry about. Money flow on the day, a little janky, but not super threatening as of this point. Let's tune in and see what LuxAlgo has to say, our sponsor. Get your free trial. Use my link. It's giving it the green thumbs up, man. Had a little downtrend that flipped back in early May, and now holding this level, it looks like it's suggesting further upside. To the week, little indecision still on the week. Likely going to need to see that $13.27 close to flip that back to bullish. LuxAlgo still short on that weekly time frame, but that's okay. I don't trust that. I don't think that a short is a good idea on Render right now. What's up, my man Doug Yoder, Kenny Barnett, Hassanergul subscribing, keeping that subscriber count rolling over. Keep it going. Keep the engagement up. The more engagement, the more subscribers we get, the longer we'll stream, the more content we'll do with your help. I don't have any real worries here for Render. I think at the worst, you see a backtest of $8 again. I'd prefer not to in the most bullish world if I could control it. But, man, I don't think that's really anything to worry about. Even back down to $8, you're just at a higher low again. You're starting to paint out something here. I think this is going to end up over time looking like this. Maybe you get a sweep of this long sideways trading range. Get a sweep into a little lower low. Move back up to that high. Short term, maybe 1 week, maybe a few days sell off. Brings you back to like 1135. And then I think those higher targets are on the menu. On the menu. Yeah, man. The weekly just hasn't moved. There's not a lot of update there. As long as it's moving sideways, things are looking good. Money flow is positive on the week. RSI. RSI. With the higher low in price, lower low on the RSI, the relative strength index, giving us a beautiful weekly bullish divergence on our lows. You can almost see this just ready to rip up. I'm not betting down on render. It's taken a long time, man. But that's pretty much in line with the rest of the market. Render following along, making those moves when the rest of the market moves, not giving them back up. That's the important part. Holding those gains and the previous all-time high. It's looking good. Pepe. Do I have to check back in on Pepe again now? Hasn't moved. We already did Pepe. Did PP. It's looking great, guys. When coins are at all-time high, it is not a good decision, in my opinion, to bet down. You can take profit on positions on spot, whatever, but bet down, man. You bet down and you can get stuck in a very crappy short, and price can expand. Remember, there's no real resistance. There's just profit takers. Price can expand very quickly, very violently, with very little mercy for anyone caught on the wrong side. In general, I say it's just not the best idea even to trade things at all-time highs. If you can't resist, I would say look for a spot position. Jump in a little spot, dip the toe. Just be careful. Because at some point, all-time highs end. And just like you can get caught in a really underwater short position, same thing can happen with leverage. You can get caught in a very underwater long position once the top's in, and you and I and no one will know when that is. That I promise you. But Pepe looks very good. I think Pepe is going to make a 2x, just kind of rehash. I think Pepe is looking for that 2x, baby. Make it to that measured move target, and we'll see what happens there, honestly. XLMR. What is XLMR? Cody looking ready? I don't know. Cryptoholic. I'm usually 1 minute scalping. Good luck. Yes, we're going to do the turbos. Not that many people even wanted to look at turbo, but we caught this. I want to say it was on our live stream, but it might have not been. I did tweet about it. You should follow me on Twitter for that, Alpha Boys. Tweeted about it on May 24th when Turbo retested its all-time high. And I said, if Turbo does not reject here, it is likely looking for a 10x move. And you guys know I hate the clickbait, the FOMO, the FUD. That's not what we're about. The reason I say this is that's where the chart's pointing, man. Same analysis you've seen me do on many, many charts today. Just pull in the fib. Connect your all-time high, your previous all-time high, to your lowest point in the bear market. And then we look for the consistent targets of 1618 and even our 2 measured move. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves because this is still a 10x from the previous all-time high. Turbo, since that tweet, has done about 100%. Not bad. But to get to that 1618, and you're welcome to say this isn't going to happen. They don't always hit. But what else are we going to do? What else are we going to use? I think if you don't like that target, you could very reasonably say 1 cent. It's a psychological level, psychological price. People who bought Turbo in the past, they go, oh, where do I want to take profit? And they say, 1 cent. And we tend to see that play out on the chart. It really is that simple. You could say 2 cents, 2.5 cents, whatever. But our 1618 is at 5.2 cents. Wild. I would not bet the house on this. This is a low market cap. I don't know anything about it. S-Coin. Don't bet the house on it, man. But it's at 0.007 cents. If it reaches 5 cents, that is a huge gain. 600% from where it is right now. I still think that's what's happening. There's nothing else to do. The only other thing we could say is those psychological rounded numbers, 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents. You say like 2 also, but I don't know, man. I would not look to take a leverage long now at the top of this candle at the all-time high. But what I might be looking for entry in the future. Let's see if anything lines up well with it. Okay. All right. Nope, that's already shot. What I might be looking for, let's use that 1 cent target because you can't beat them. Look at any chart, look at its approaches to those psychological numbers and tell me that these don't slap. What I could see happening is a move to 1 cent where profit takers come in and then a move back to the previous all-time high. This is very common price action for anything in crypto. We have hit many a trade this year with this logic, Pepe being one of them. This is going to be a much safer position, in my opinion, especially for any leverage. Spot, you can get away with a little bit easier, but that's a big drop, especially from 1 cent. That's a 69% drop. You could get a very good deal if that hits. Again, I don't know, 5 cents, but 0041 was the previous all-time high. We have seen time and time again these all-time highs get back tested as support in this bull run. I'm not talking about in the past, I'm not talking about in other markets. In this bull run, we've seen a very common setup and it's played. Keep an eye on it. Be careful FOMOing into green candles. We like to buy red, sell green. You want to buy low, sell high. You can't buy low when you're on the top of a green candle. And you can't sell high when you're at the bottom of a red candle. Got to reverse that thinking. There you go. Turbo. Nothing else to do. Nothing else on that chart. I don't know if anyone asked for it. What glasses are these? Mirrored sunglasses. They don't make them anymore. There's other pairs and stuff you can get, but nothing specific. I don't think anyone asked about Uni, but I want to look at Uni, so you have to sit with me. Tough love. Uniswap was named in Coinbase's class action lawsuit. I think it was back here in April. Back in April. But it does not seem to care. Maybe it just doesn't believe that it's a security. I don't know. We set this long position up from 725, and I wanted to share this because our third TP target finally hit from 725 all the way to 1127. What was that trade? A 3-to-1 with a 57% upside. Looking great. Now, I will caution that this is probably not where I would look to go long either. And gun to my head, I'd probably do a short over a long. You are at the most important, basically, point in price in Uniswap's recent history. This is where it fell from. This is where all the buyers are likely trapped from multiple tests of this support. Closing candles above that $10.50 mark is very bullish. I wouldn't really feel comfortable in a short either, but I would take it over a long simply because we are right there. Perfectly at the golden Fibonacci retracement level. Right at our horizontal. We're right at resistance. If you're a huge Uni fan, if you're a believer, then ignore this. Do what you want, obviously. But we typically don't look to long resistance. Typically. If it can continue putting in these candles, retesting $17 or March's high, very probable. And if you zoom out, this sell-off is really not that problematic. It doesn't look pretty, but it's not that problematic. You had your bear market low. I'll call this like a failed bear flag in history here. It broke to the upside, set higher highs, basically higher lows, moved up in March. Even this wick down to $6. Not pretty. I don't like what this looks like, but still bullish. Macro trend, higher highs, higher lows, and here we are. Now we might see a move down over the next week or two. Maybe testing $10 flat. I still think that would be a better entry than right here, right now. That's where we found a little bit of resistance before moving higher. That $10, maybe $9.50 mark. Probably a better bet. But I think this looks good, man. I might not own any Uni, actually. Maybe I own like one for some reason. Oh boy. I didn't even see this. Look at your monthlies, man. Order block out of the bear market. Bullish engulfed into higher highs. Look at these closes. Monthly came like a heat-seeking missile back to that previous resistance. Tested it. Man, now moving back up into the end of May. If I'm wrong, and we see more upside in the next 4 days, $13 is that target, man. At this point, you can look at almost any chart in crypto and do very similar analysis. They all basically sold off in April. If your chart didn't, then you're an exception. That's an exception. But virtually everything sold off in April. Now into May, we have seen recovery. Target those April opens. So for Uniswap, $13. The probability, if we see a bullish end to May, and I think that's very good right now, the probability of like all of these moving back to April's open, even if they reject there, is very good. So if you're in a position that's uncomfortable, overexposed, over-leveraged, but it's in profit and you don't know what to do, you might look to take profit at that previous month or April's open. $13 for Uniswap. I think that you honestly can apply that to almost anything in this space right now. It's one of those rare times where you can get easy trade setups. They don't come often. Uni breaks 13. Say we close May above it. Obviously, you're going to be targeting that 17 April high, but looking to the left, you find you don't really have resistance until 24.25. This is going to be the next point of efficiency. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Maybe just the rest of the market's weight pulled this down. There isn't really much here. I guess these wicks from 2021, these could have been providing resistance. I mean, that's logical. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I do see the relevance here. Here we go. Never mind. I stand corrected. The relevance is there. That's a perfect $13. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Closes. Taps. Comes back. Yeah, just send it to 13. Screw it. All right, what do we want to look at next? I don't want to look at Brett. I have it pulled up, but I don't want to look at it. It's boring. We looked at Near. We looked at Render. We've looked at Turbo. We've looked at Uniswap. We've looked at Link. We've looked at Bonk. Did Bonk keep moving? I think Bonk is going to retest its all-time high by the end of May. Honestly. Like, what else is it going to do here? Looked at Jasmy. Looked at the Ethereum earlier. The Pepe, the Peepers. We've gone over upside targets for May and longer time frames. I want to interact with the chat. Remind me right after this. So this is Tom's chart. This is what Tom wants to look at. On the FOMC in the beginning of May, 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝 announced that we would begin to quantitative taper or to relax the quantitative tightening that they've been performing over the last few years. It's a difference of $35 billion a month will not be taken out of $35 billion won't be taken out of circulation. They were doing 60, now they're doing 25. Exactly on May 1st, exactly when 𝐓𝐵 mentioned this, we got a pretty spicy dollar signal. The dollar put in a lower high, broke its previous day open, and then went on to continue to the downside. The dollar wrecked. If you tuned in last week, you might have heard me talk about this. 105. If you go to the weekly chart, this will make more sense. Here it is. At the time, the dollar was rallying and most of crypto was getting a little punishment. Before it moved here, I said likely in this week, we're going to see the dollar return to its previous support on the week. This order block at 105. If it rejects there, we are likely going to see a more bearish dollar, I'll say into the end of Q2. Well, the dollar rejected. This week, well, I guess these freaking like 3 hours. A little bit of red here, but to see the dollar continue down is looking very likely. This is my opinion. The dollar is one of the hardest things to chart. One of the hardest to like consistently chart. It's low from May 13th, 104.12. If we see that break this week, we may see the dollar take a big old dump down to 102.74. Now, why do you care? If you're tuning in, you're a crypto person, you're like, this is the first time I've seen this. Why is this guy wearing glasses? Why is he talking about the dollar? In general, when the dollar moves up, all other assets get pushed down. When the dollar is stronger, it can buy more. It has more power to buy things, which pushes the price down. When the dollar dumps, when the dollar loses power, it costs more dollars to buy the same things. That is the easiest way to explain this. So to see the dollar break 104.1 this week and move down to, let's say, 102.7, at that point, we'll just be catching knives, but 102.7, we are very probable to see not just crypto, but stocks, gold, silver have been on runs, everything. Very likely to see everything take a move to the upside. So this is very exciting. Though it is not crypto, this is a really good indicator as to where all of the markets are moving. Right on time, we got the rejection. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that. Checking back in here on the corn. Since we went live, not a lot of movement. Typical corn fashion. That looks like it's flagging though. Move up. Very muted. Look at this actually. Look at this volume. Good volume on the low time frames here on this rally. That's what you want to see. You want to see high volume and price moving up. That's a bullish trend. Volume is sustained even pretty well here after the sell-off, which is very relaxed at the moment. Not a lot of downside pressure there. Really, this just looks like leverage play, like pushing out those longs, punishing the late longers, maybe baiting in some of the bears again. I think Bitcoin's primed for another move to the upside this week. Almost everything, man. Almost everything. Let's see a retest of 71.3. 71.4. That's looking very good. I mean, possibly today, but I'll say in this week because timing is so difficult. If Bitcoin is just like, no matter how you look at this is how I showed you in the beginning. No matter how you look at this chart, we see strength. Whether it's like an inverse head and shoulders, whether it's simply breaking resistance, back testing it, building support, this is a strength, baby. And when Bitcoin moves up, rising tide raises all the ships. Combine that with Ethereum's ETF whenever they start trading. Does anybody know? No idea. I see y'all with the glasses on. Does anyone have any idea when it's trading? I haven't seen any news about it. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't know. But combine that with an ETF for Ethereum, and you now have two spot ETFs pumping money into this space, into the two largest market caps. Here we go. This took a long time, but I made it. I made it, boys. I made it to my point. It took me an hour plus. The two largest market caps pumping with money is very important to what's going on with crypto right now. While I have been saying the bull run started all the way back in, I don't know, late 22, early 23. I've been saying it's day one of the bull market, day two, we're on like day 526. While I've been saying that, I do believe it, but there is one element we have been missing from the bull run. This is where the bull run goes from a bull running to strapping rockets on the bull and just launching it straight into space. This is what we're waiting for. With a Bitcoin ETF and an Ethereum ETF pumping money into the big caps, we are likely to see this happen. So total crypto market cap. If you've never looked at this chart, this is one of the best, cleanest charts to TA. Bitcoin can be difficult, whatever. Total, for whatever reason, just much cleaner, maybe less prone to manipulation. How did we know the bottom was in? Well, nobody ever knows. But why did we think it? There was multiple factors, but right here, the end of 22. The previous all-time high on total crypto market cap, 761 billion held as support, and we started to see higher highs paying off of it. That was my signal. That's what confirmed it for me. Now, even this year, with our monstrous rally, we have not broken the all-time high of 2021 on total crypto. That sits at $3 trillion. We've gotten close. In fact, we've traded to the last resistance before that all-time high. We can be found right here, November 21. Our monthly close at the bull run peak before we entered the bear market, 2.62 trillion. Now, March's rally was phenomenal, but I warned you guys. I said, we still haven't broken out on total. This hasn't even really begun yet. This is still just the warm-up phase. March closed at that highest monthly close. April sold off back to the closest support historically, 2 trillion. And now May, with 4 days left, is looking potentially to close this bullish engulfed. If we close May over 2.62 trillion, 3 trillion into Q2, maybe Q3, whatever, this year becomes incredibly likely. And if we do get that, it breaking, I think, is even more likely. A test of 3 trillion, I think that's when we see the rockets blast off, the engines engage, and that's when we get this face-melting bull rally that we're waiting for. This is the last piece of the puzzle, bros. This is it. And now that we have an ETF for Ethereum and an ETF for Bitcoin, the two largest market caps, which comprise and influence this chart the most, now have new fuel to push them up to that 3 trillion level. I don't know how long it's going to take. I wish I could tell you, but it's coming. Hasn't even started yet. There it is. Look at how clean this is. This is my favorite chart. Just look at how clean it is. It's perfect. It's just nothing more perfect than that. Ah, man. What's up, 5%er? I see you subscribing. My guy. Welcome to the club, 5%er. I see MB subscribed while I was ranting. Philip C. Guess you guys like my rants. Kelly L. Cyber Mule. Connor Boontain, a.k.a. Boonton Beats. What's up, Boonton Beats? Johnny Poro. Chang Wong. GMB 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. I already got you, Doug Yoder, but you're the man anyway. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, please do. Nice. We're about up to 100 subscribers today. You guys picked up the slack. I appreciate that. Wake you up at 3 trillion will do. What's up, 49 Hawk Wojak? Check XLMR. What's XLMR? Is that their stable coin? Sashid? Is that like Ripple's stable coin? One sec. XLMR? XLMR? I don't know if that's a thing. I'm not sure that's a thing. Let's see. Fresh charts for you. Octa. Mog and Octa. Can I chart coin? Yeah, I can chart coin. Dollars in a big W pattern. I would lower high W pattern, maybe. I haven't looked at coin in a while. We should definitely pull that up. Anything spicy here? Oh, spicy as it gets, dude. Another great chart for the overall health or overall condition of crypto. Coinbase. Great chart. Look at how clean this is, too. Just like Total, man. Coinbase hit its low in 22 with the rest of the crypto market. Look at right here, 111. Perfect. Perfect inverse head and shoulders here. Like gorgeous. Lower high, fell, back tested perfectly. 115. Fell again, hit a low. Didn't quite actually hit 118 now, but look at this falling pattern. This is a perfect downtrend. And fortunately, it's upside down, so it's a perfect uptrend. Interesting, it didn't actually come back this time to 186. Didn't fully get there, 195. I don't think it's going to go there. I don't think it's going to go to 186. This thing has just been stair-stepping up, blasting resistance, coming back to it, blasting resistance, cementing it as support. Coinbase has lots to gain here. After hitting 280 in March, retracing to 195, man. A break of 283 basically puts this back at all-time highs. Basically puts it at like 400. It's like 380 to 429. Sights set. You might get that full back test. You might get 190. But I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Coin's looking very bullish. It has looked very bullish, honestly, since July of the last year, 23. Very bully. Just keep cementing it. It's seemingly keeping the hype low, though. It like makes these big expansive moves up and then chills for weeks. Kind of shrugs off the excitement, then makes these big moves again. I think Coinbase moves to a new all-time high. If not this year, then in 2025. I think it will trade above its IPO open. It's going to be very spicy. Very spicy. Ooh, we hit 110.8 thousand subscribers. Let's go, fam. Let's go. You guys are the best. Everything's moving sideways, but also moving up. It's not a bad condition. What else is moving? Can I chart Ton? Ton? Or did you say Tom? EGLD. Josh, someone asked for EGLD. That wasn't you. Weird. Weird. EGLD. Eagle. I'll pull it up. I don't want to rant like 20 minutes on each chart now. Tom, the weekly has a green pin bar candle on the top, and those green pin bars normally bring coin down. Look at the chart history. Coinbase, though, has not begun trading this week. Markets are closed. EGLD has not moved. 3280 held as support. Looks like it's done something. Hasn't really moved yet. Not a lot of spice. Hadn't lost ground either. I mean, by all means, that's a bear flag, but I don't trust bear flags. I think EGLD is going to make a move towards 50 before it moves below 33, if it does at all. Web3 War is the best crypto game. Let's play. Okay, Mario. The pool man just hit the like button. Did you? He asks. Did you? Double check. Double check you're subscribed. Notifications enabled. Double check you've hit the like button. Join the Discord. Check out the links in the video description below. You guys know the deal. 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝 hat did break out. 25th. Right to its 618. I placed this in our VIP exclusive trading section earlier today. Actually, long before it moved down that far. If you want access to that, just sign up with any of the partners in the video description below. Easy peas. Looking for a test of support. Didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. Might. These low market cap coins don't always hit things perfect. That'd be a great entry, though. Kind of missed it today. Yeah, that was quick. That was hella quick. If it holds support here, retests the high of the 24th, 25th. Next logical move on a break. God, my beard is driving me nuts. Next logical move on a break is our next retracement level, which is about a 2.5x from current price. The 786 sits at 405, we'll call it. Currently trading at 145. That's a pretty big move. Of course, this is all just one wick, so you might not see resistance there. You might see a move faster. Breaking your low back from early May down at 54 or 500. I hate all these zeros, man. Screw all these zeros. Likely going to be the position or the signal to exit a position. Breaking that low is going to very much disrupt this whole chart setup, and it would beg revisiting the low. Losing here, coming on down to fill this inefficiency. I don't think that's what's on the table at the moment. I think we see this. Something like that. I think 𝐓𝐶 looks good. I don't own any. If you do, good luck to you. I don't know anything about it. What do you think about when? When what? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. WEN? I don't even know if I have a chart for when. I do. Here you go. NETA for PYI for STRK. When looks pretty good here. That looks pretty good. It is off the high. When doing just what we were ranting about earlier. New all-time high, back test the previous one. Let's see if it can make it back. Break your all-time high, and you've got some big targets above. Pretty much any stop loss for when, in my opinion, 0.0015. Below there, I'm out. Probably targeting 0.005 for 2x from here. When looks pretty good. You can see we're looking for it then, and it did hit. Cool. Cool beans. I haven't checked this chart in a while. What time is it? Oh, man. It's 2:30. We've been live an hour and a half. Been a good stream. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to be live again on Wednesday and maybe tomorrow if it's extra spicy. We'll find out. You should make sure that you've subscribed and joined the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Check out Meta Signals. The product that they make is honestly impressive. You know, I don't say that often. It's in cooperation with 𝐓𝐫𝐞𝐞 and 𝐓𝐫𝐵𝐞. Is good stuff. Links in the video description below. You can get a free trial here. Give it a go. We also have a bot that's pumping out some of these signals in our own Discord, so you can check them out there. As well as 𝐓𝐫𝐴lgo. You can get a 1-month risk-free trial if you use my link. Check them out. They're the best in the business. But if you sign up with any of the partners in the video description below, you'll get access to that VIP in the Discord. I appreciate you all for being here. I love you all. I will see you soon. Probably see you in the Discord. I have to go to the bathroom. This is a big reason for ending it. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for hanging out. If you missed any of the stream, you can go back. I think we have timestamps. And if you're looking to upgrade your trade, man, check out that free trading course that we have on this YouTube channel for free. It's great stuff. We're always adding more. That's all. I will catch you guys on Wednesday, if not sooner.